Hi, everyone. This is your host, Denise Scattergood, and welcome to this week's episode of Positive Forward Motion. It's hard to believe that we are already halfway through the first month of 2019, and today's topic helps me stay focused and moving towards my goals all year long. I suggest adding this topic to your favorites and giving it a listen at least once a month. And as always, I'm wishing you great happiness and success, both personally and professionally. Today's topic is willpower, also known as self-control. Willpower is the ability to control emotions, attention, focus, and desires. And it's no surprise that willpower influences our health, financial security, relationships, and professional success. And when asked, most people feel that their number one failure is their lack of willpower. And when we lose self control, this leads to feeling guilty and bad, which then leads to stress. And stress is the number one reason we fail at willpower. So you see, this can become a very vicious cycle. And here's an interesting fact. Research shows that people who think they have the most self control are usually the ones who are most likely to lose control when tempted. So let me help you. And trust me, this is a good reminder for me too, because this topic is actually one of my favorites and I like to use it all year long. In order to have better self control, we need to better understand our own behavior and also identify these three things. Number one, what is your I will? Number two, what is your I won't? And number three, what is your I want? So first identify your willpower, what you want to say yes to. Second, identify your won't power, what you will say no to. And third, identify your want power. This is the ability to remember what you really want. Why are you saying yes or no? What do you want to accomplish? What is your end goal? Do you want better health, more energy, more money? Do you need to get out of debt? Do you want that promotion at work? Do you want to have better relationships? Having willpower and self control is really good for us, but you have to be careful because too much can also be bad for us. And let me explain. Our willpower is like a muscle, and when we overwork or overstress a muscle, this leads to stress and injury, which creates setbacks. Research has found the same to be true with our self control muscle. The more we try to use and control it, the less of it we actually have. So we need to be strategic when building and using our willpower muscle. The key is to train our brains to make better decisions. So today, I'm going to give you 8 ways to build and maintain your willpower muscle. Number 1, be strategic when using your willpower muscle. For example, we all have a time of day when our willpower is stronger. Let's say you take your gym clothes to work with you every day, but you hardly ever make it to the gym after work. Well, it might be because your willpower decreases by the end of the day. Your willpower may be strongest first thing in the morning. I've identified that's when my willpower is the strongest. So identify when you are the strongest and adjust accordingly. Number 2, rest. Remember to give your willpower muscle a break. If you don't give this muscle a break, you will burn out and you can run out of control completely. Number 3, take it a step at a time. Taking on too much only sets us up for failure. This is why many New Year's resolutions usually fail because people get into the all or nothing mode. So pace yourself. Remember, you need to grow and strengthen your willpower muscle one positive step at a time. Think of it this way. If your goal was to lift 250 pounds and you never worked out a day in your life, you wouldn't expect to go to the gym and lift that right away in a day, right? You would build up and work towards your goal. Well, the same goes for your willpower muscle. Slow and steady is the name of the game here. Number 4, become more aware. Pause before you act. Distractions take us off our game. Be present and in the moment with your decisions. Be mindful and thoughtful when faced with an I will or an I won't. And remember your I want. That's your end goal. So what you want to do is pause, take a break, count down from 10, Take a step back, then plan for success. Number 5, remember to eat well. Nutrition is essential for proper brain function. And remember, your brain is your willpower muscle, so you need to fuel it properly. Pack yourself healthy snacks so you maintain a good balance throughout the day, and this is going to help you from grabbing at that not so healthy snack at the last minute, and you'll have more success this way. Number 6, practice avoiding temptation, and you're going to do this by actually carrying around something tempting all day. And I know this sounds crazy, but research has tried this with participants. They taught them how to resist cravings by actually giving them a Hershey Kiss to carry around with them all day. And those who practiced this and started to resist eating the Hershey Kiss were much more capable of resisting other temptations in their lives as well. Number 7, get a good night's sleep. Adequate rest improves our self-control and provides us a perfect environment for the brain to function. Self-control requires brain power, and when we are tired, our bodies generally don't deliver enough glucose to our brains. And that's when we make those really bad decisions and just maybe really go off the deep end. And I don't know if I've done it before. I've eaten that whole box of pizza. So get some rest. It reduces stress and it helps us have more control and helps us make better decisions. And number 8, take frequent breaks. It is impossible to exercise perfect self-control all the time. As I mentioned earlier, we run out of willpower and end up making poor decisions if we don't give ourselves a break. So give yourself a break and remember to reward yourself. Find the good. Be your own best cheerleader. I know you can do it one positive step at a time. So here's to having success. I know you can because you deserve it. Thank you for listening today. Success doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. And I'm so happy that you chose to listen in today. And if you'd like a copy of the 8 steps, hop on over to denisescattergood.com, click on the podcast tab, and you'll find a free download titled Bonus Content Worksheet listed under each podcast episode. And while you're there, please feel free to add a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and remember to keep up the positive forward motion.